The great inventor and entrepreneur Thomas Edison had this really peculiar habit. What he would do was he would grab a ball in his hands, a metal ball, sit up straight in the chair, fall asleep. And as he started moving closer and closer to sleep, his hand would relax, the ball would drop and hit a metal plate that he had placed underneath. And what that would do is it would wake him up and he would write down whatever was on his mind at that point. And obviously, something worked for him. What he was doing was accessing something called the hypnagogic state. It is a state of extreme creativity and a place where you've probably experienced some crazy, weird dreams, maybe even sensations of falling or sleep paralysis. So I got to thinking, how could I modify Edison's habit or hack or strategy, if you want to call it that, for the modern day? And I had 3 rules. Number 1, it can't disturb my sleep. I can't be dropping a metal ball. Number 2, I don't want to just be able to capture one thought. I want to be able to continuously capture thoughts. And number 3, I want it to be so easy that anybody can do it. And that's why I'm sharing it here with you today. Enter Sleepscribing. Here's the process. First, get a Bluetooth keyboard that connects with your laptop. Second, move your laptop close to your bed so that the keyboard and laptop can talk to each other nicely. Third, make sure you have a notes app open that you're able to type in. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Next, just turn down the brightness on your laptop so now when you're typing, the screen isn't turning on and making your room bright. And then go to bed with that keyboard just on your lap. Get comfortable, get cozy, and write down whatever comes to mind. No holds barred. Don't worry about punctuation, spelling, grammar. If there's anything meaningful that comes to mind, just write it down. And that's it. And what you'll find is that as you're falling asleep and these thoughts come to mind, just the simple act of typing, it doesn't wake you up, but it keeps you just enough conscious to be able to go up and down a little bit, to be able to hit that wall right before sleep and stay in that creative zone. Now, if you're new to this channel, first off, hi, my name is Andrew. I love productivity, I love efficiency, even when it means researching and experimenting with kind of weird hacks or strategies like this. Because here's what happened when I tried this. It really worked. I immediately started getting insights into several areas of life. First off, and most simply, was just tasks that I saw myself doing the next day. I just needed to get out of my head in order to relax. But all the way up to highly leveraged tasks that are able to streamline things and make things more efficient. As I was bouncing up and down between this state of not totally awake, but not totally asleep, I also had strategies coming to mind, including how to make this video and others. And the crazy thing is, for several of these notes, I would have little to no recollection the next morning of having written them. It was almost like I was being able to listen in on a previous version of my half-conscious self. But I gotta be honest with you, that's not all I got. There was a little bit of weird stuff that my half-conscious self wrote while I was going to bed. Notes like, "Hey future Andrew, time is weird," which the next morning I slightly remembered writing this one. And the thought behind it was like I was placing myself in my future body and I was able to look back on myself falling asleep. And then when it actually happened, it was just weird. I can go anywhere in my imagination. This is really cool. I had this picture of a Greek Colosseum in the middle of a desert that I was walking through, and I was able to change the landscape around me in my imagination very vividly that I definitely would not have remembered unless I had written it down. I even got notes like this, which at first doesn't make any sense. But if you take a look at the keyboard, you can realize that I was actually giving my future self artwork. And I journaled this. The sleep journaling video is going to talk about how I sleep journaled about the sleep journaling video. That is like Inception, straight up weird. There was also some not so deep insights. Things like, I didn't poop today. And I wrote down that I heard this, rickrolling. I decided to do some research into this to prepare for making this video. What I found was it wasn't just Thomas Edison that would hack his sleep in this way to get more creative insights. There were people like Dali, the artist, who used the same method as Edison to be able to get insights and creativity in this weird half-sleep zone. Isaac Newton used the hypnagogic state. Rene Descartes, who said, "I think, therefore I am," same thing. Nikola Tesla, Leonardo da Vinci, Beethoven reported that he got insights on how to compose one of his pieces on a carriage ride to Vienna. And then even in the modern day, places like MIT and Harvard have been researching this, and they found that in this weird half-sleep space, people are like 40-something% more creative. And here I was thinking that I was all original and stuff. One thing is for sure, and I can say this with certainty because I've experienced it. There is something here. Something's going on with this. So I want to challenge you. Try this. Try it for a week and see what you discover. I'm going to keep on doing this indefinitely because the creativity and thoughts and insights that I have already received in 1 week are way worth it. And if you're willing to try this with me, comment below just saying, I'm in. And then when you do, comment the insights and thoughts that you have. I would love to see them. Question of the day. Have you had a breakthrough moment while falling asleep? If so, share it below along with saying, I'm in. All right, that is it, my friends. Be sure to subscribe if this is your kind of content. Also, because it makes you eligible to receive a cool Force for Good sticker totally for free. Just fill out the form below so I can get your address and mail it to you. And as always, get out there, take action, and be a force for good. Peace.